So here's the situation. You've got two combat tricks in hand that represent lethal as well as a direct damage spell. They have represented that they are getting priority prior to going to damage. What's the play here? Do you go for it? Do you remove one of their creatures? Because after all, you are dead on the backswing. Hello Daily Drafters, and welcome back to the channel for today's Daily Draft. Before we hop into the draft, I want to thank all of you, the subscribers, for supporting the channel here today. And because I love you all so much, I've unlocked access to the Daily Draft Discord, available to subscribers and non-subscribers alike. There's a link in the description to join the Discord, so check that out because we'd love to have you on board. Also, if you are subscribed to the YouTube channel here, you will get access to an exclusive subscribers-only channel on the server. So if you're not subscribed yet, you will absolutely want to be to have access to that and to just support the channel in general. It doesn't cost you anything, and if you're here for not the first time, clearly you've come back for one reason or another, and a quick subscription would go a long way in showing support for the channel. Alright, with that out of the way, let's dive into our draft for today. Alright, let us take a look here. We've got Murder. We've got Mayhem Patrol. We've got a land, but I don't think this is one of the lands I want to be taking this early. Or really, any of the lands to be taking this early. Another land here. There is a Dusk Mangler. And I've mentioned how good this card is, and I do think it is good. However, it's 7 mana, and it's really hard to start a draft with a 7 mana card. So I mean, some people have been high on Voice of the Vermin. I am not necessarily one of those people. It's a 4-mana 2/2. Shield counter. Oh, this is not the other one. I was thinking of the Death Touch 4-mana 2/2. This is a little bit different. This one's not actually that great. It's between Murder and Dusk Mangler for me. And I think I'm going to land on Murder because it's 3 mana over 7 mana. That's the main difference, to be honest. Mayhem Patrol is the next best card, but honestly, these 3 cards are about the only ones I'm kind of happy with taking this early. Now we have a couple interesting ones here. So we've got Body Dropper if we wanted to lean straight into black-red, which is fine. Freelance Muscle's probably the best card in this pack, but it does not go well with Murder. So if we take this card, we will not be playing both of these cards in our same deck unless we're like exactly Riveteers splashing green, because green-black is not a supported archetype in the format. I have like Rafine's Silencer, a decent bit, and I think in order to stay black, I'm going to take that. I think I like Brawlers and Muscle over Silencer. But again, black-white and black-green are not the black supported color pairs in the format. So I'm just going to stay black here and take Rafine's Silencer. And now we have a horrible pack. I don't really want any of this. I guess I'm going to take Fake Your Own Death to stay black, but I don't want any of these cards. I mean, Backstreet Bruiser could be fine in like a blue-black deck, but we don't know that that's going to be us. Masked Bandits is a good card, but it's a 3-color card, and we only have 1 color so far, so I think I'm just going to stay black with Fake Your Own Death and not really like that pack at all. Okay, interesting. There's a Gathering Throng here, but this is dangerous because this deck is probably going to be cut like it always is here in the format. We could take Waterfront District, a Maestro's Initiate. I mean, I think we're probably going to be black, but that's not necessarily true. I think if we take the Throng, there's a decent chance it just doesn't make our deck because people are going to be taking it and stuff. So I think I'm going to land on the Waterfront District as fixing here in case we need it in some sort of like Maestro's blue-black, splash red, something or other kind of thing going on. I've just been almost hard avoiding brokers lately because everyone and their mother and their dog is drafting brokers. So it's been very hard to get into. Now, Demon's Due is the only black card, and I feel like we can get this like last pick if we want it. Sizzling Soloist still being here is probably what I'm going to land on over Rooftop Nuisance. Both of these are decent. I think Plasma Jockey's a little bit better than Soloist here, but this card's not bad. It's between this and Rooftop Nuisance for me. And I think Soloist is just enough better that I'm going to go ahead and take that here. See, here's another option for Demon's Due if we wanted it. There's a Wrecking Crew and a Riveteer's Overlook. Extract the Truth and Illicit Shipment are no thank yous. So I think I'm just going to take the land. Don't really like Ruiner. Wrecking Crew's like okay, but we need to know that we're in a specific type of red-black deck before that card can really make it. Wow, pick 7 Gathering Throng. Well, now I regret that, don't I? Is green-white open? I mean, these aren't like outstanding green cards, but is it open? If it's open, you want to get into it. Rogue's Gallery, but the problem is this doesn't return up to 1 target creature card of that color to your graveyard to your hand. I guess I'm landing on Rogue's Gallery over Throng here. I mean, someone else took the other one, so there's at least another person in white, but there always is in this format because white's the best color, so maybe I'll regret this. I haven't played with Rogue's Gallery much. It seems okay. Yeah, instant regret. The Gathering Throngs are passing us by. All right, so do we want to go blue-black with Tainted Indulgence or red-black with Mayhem Patrol? I think I'm going to take the Mayhem Patrol over the Indulgence. I think our start is a little bit better for red-black than it is for blue-black, but that's not even necessarily true. I mean, it's very debatable. Demon's Due being the only black card, I guess I'll take Sticky Fingers here, and we'll see if the Body Dropper wheels. It does not. So we could take Theater. So red-black splashing green is Riveteers. Red-black splashing blue would be Maestros. Let's take Maestros. We already have some Maestros fixing if we want to go down that route. We'll take the 2-drop that probably won't make the deck. Interesting. There's a lot of options here. Gala Greeters is one of the best rares in the set. It's incredibly good. We've had it a couple times. It's been very, very good every single time. Calling a Professional is a fine removal spell for us. Corrupt Court Official is a good 2-drop for us. There's a lot of good blue here. Civil Servant is insane, but green-white is too far away. And Plasma Jockey is really good for this deck as well. So, question is, do we speculate on Gala Greeters and see if we can like get into green-red? And I think this card is good enough that I'm willing to. There's a decent chance that even if green is not open, and we can't find our way into green-red or something that like any one of these 3 cards could possibly wheel, and maybe like a run out of town. This is a stacked pack, but I'm going to take the best card and see if we can make it work. Now there's Freelance Muscle. And a Jetmir's Fixer. I think I might abandon black here and see if we could try to get into green-red. Freelance Muscle versus Fixer is an interesting one. This is the 2-drop. The 2-drop's always very good. Magician is also good. I think I'm actually going to land on the 2-drop over the Freelance Muscle. And the main reason being because it's 2 mana instead of 5. Socialite as a 2-drop. Regulator. Informant. You know what? I think we had a Broker's deck here. And we didn't really pull the trigger on it. So, Warm Welcome. Not really for us yet. Regulator Green, red, white, blue, so no. Attended Socialite, I guess, is what we're going to land on pick 3. I don't like it, but take the 2-drop. Calling a Professional is good. Lagrella, man. All right, well, we missed the Broker's deck. We had the chance to draft it here, and we let it go by us. So, guess we're just going to go ahead and take the call on the Professional. And probably look to be green-red, I think. Strong Arm is a card I really like. So we'll take that here. Light 'em up's been okay. Could splash Crew Captain, but we don't really have the fixing. I guess this could. But it's not really a card you're really looking to splash too much. So we'll just take Light 'em up. I've really liked Glittermonger. Even in decks where it doesn't seem great, it's actually been quite good. Prize Fight is not really for this deck. In fact, I don't really know what this deck is or wants. I mean, I don't know if we're super aggressive. I think we're aggressive, but I'm not exactly sure. I think we just need a creature. I mean, I don't like this one, but I'm not sure we're aggressive enough for the family. I don't know. Plasma Jockey on the wheel. That's great. So this one did come back. So that's really good to see. Magician came back as well. Same with Masked Bandits, but don't know if this is one that we want. Probably going to try to go 16 lands here and be really close to the ground. Antagonize, I think, is a card we can probably play. Only got 10 creatures. So was this green-red pivot correct? I mean, we have a whole nother pack to find out, but so far, I mean, this is the best card in our pile, including anything over here. We gave up on Silencer and Murder, and that's like about it. Maybe a Rogues Gallery for some value, but like, I think green-red is more open for us. Last pick run out of town. Arcane Bombardment. All right, how many instant sorceries we got? 3. Don't think that's good enough to take that here. There's the Nightclubber. I was wondering if we'd see a Nightclubber or not, and we did. But I think we are solidly green-red here at this point. And unfortunately for us, there's not great options. There's another Glittermonger. There's a 2-drop in Gardener. Are we taking a Civic Gardener here? Gosh, that feels bad. Yeah, Bombardment. I mean, we don't have the instants or sorceries needed. So we're going to take the Gardener. Elegant Entourage is a good pickup. We'll take that here. Maybe we wheel any of these 3. I think I'd put any of these 3 in the deck. There's Inspiring Overseer. So yep, green-white was the deck. Green-white splash blue would have worked out for us here, because now we're just completely swinging and missing. When there's a hold for ransom that we could have had. I mean, I guess Prize Fight, but I mean, look, this deck is not really that great with Prize Fight. So we'll take it. I mean, maybe a couple Daring Escapes. This card's not awful in a highly aggressive deck. I'm not a fan of what we've got over here so far, though. So. Another Overseer. Man, it just feels so bad when you watch the best deck in the format pass you by. 2-drop an Initiate Witty Roastmaster. Do we just need something like Wrecking Crew to kind of like make sure we don't get run over because all our creatures are too small? I mean, probably. I haven't been a fan of Roastmaster. I mean, it's okay, but we've only got 12 creatures, so it's not like we even have that much. Rob the Archives, no. So we'll take Wrecking Crew. I think it's Strangle over Rocco here because we don't have white fixing. We don't really have any fixing, except maybe a little bit of black. So we'll just take the removal spell here and Strangle. Another Rocco. Big score, Rock's Pummeler. This could kind of fix for itself, but I don't think we need something like that when there's something pretty comparable here in Rock's Pummeler. So we'll just take the Pummeler, pass up on Theater. Koldaya Strong Arm, another good pickup. Yeah, blue-white. I think blue-white might have been the deck for our seat. Another Strangle, pick 8. That's pretty good. I'll take that for sure. We don't have any sacrifice outlets, so employment's not looking outstanding. There is an Antagonize and another Glittermonger. What's our curve looking like? I mean, we're not doing a ton with Glittermonger, so like second Glittermonger is probably not great. We could take another combat trick and Antagonize, I guess. For the family, another combat trick. We've got all the combat tricks. Just gonna do. I'm not playing Jackhammer. Well, maybe we could play Roastmaster. Who knows? I think I probably want to go 16 lands. This is more like a 4-drop. We've got a lot of combat tricks. And the prize fight's not awful, I guess, with, you know, like Entourage and Strong Arm and Wrecking Crew and things. I'd like to lean on the side of having more creatures, so I don't really want to cut many more of these creatures. So we have 3 cuts down here. I mean, we have a combat trick, double combat trick, couple. We have removal, Sticky Fingers. I think all these are okay, so it's probably 2 of these. Or 3 of these, I mean. We can cut that one. I'm not sure this is the deck for Sticky Fingers. And then I think I'm actually going to try a Daring Escape over a second Antagonize. And I think I just want to run it back with 16 lands. So, alright, pretty straightforward green-red deck. See if we can do anything with it here. Not particularly happy with it, if we're being honest. But let's see if we can find some wins. So this is the kind of hand that's very dangerous with this style of deck because I think we're much more aggressive and we're not going to do anything till turn 3. So we could very well either get run over or get completely outvalued. So we'll have to see. and play the forest first so that we don't get priority throughout their entire turn. Okay. So they have slip out the back, I think. Because they're getting priority with a single blue now. We can get Roastmaster down. Next turn go Magician, get a treasure, start pinging them a little bit. They didn't get any priority there, so maybe it's not slip out the back. Alright, we have a 1-1. And we're missing lands. So for that reason, I think we need to get a treasure here. So they're going to connive end of turn, probably. They just straight up chose not to. Interesting. Alright, well, we're going to block the Grifter if they attack with it. Because they're they're kind of forced to connive with it if we block, and then we can still eat it with Daring Escape. And I'm also okay just trading. Alright, that resolves. Now they're going to have to pitch a non-land, which they probably don't want to do. There goes they're pitching Murder. And then we'll go ahead and eat it. I don't think that's good enough. We just need lands. Missing yet another one. We could blitz in Mayhem Patrol here, draw a card end of turn, try to find another land. I think that's what I'll do. Nope, but we did find a combat trick if they go for a removal spell or something. And they're now at 5 mana, which is kind of like the magic number of any number of things could happen to us here. All of which are not good. So 5 mana, 4/3. Okay. Yeah, we're still missing it here. I think we're going to have to kill the 4/3. Alright, so we can attack with both and use For the Family on block. They're probably going to block. And then we can Attended Socialite afterward. Okay, they won't block. We'll go to damage then. I think we'll just play the Socialite here. Make sure we can get more creatures down. Alright, now they got 6 mana. What do you have? We're at 10 somehow. Just keep getting poked by this Skycrier here. Okay, so they're going to sacrifice their Skycrier, keep these tapped down and draw 2 cards. And then they play a 5/5, 3/3 flyer. There's a land at least. Can we afford to play Soloist? Because it says Death Touch. We're going to take 5, and then next turn we're going to have to use this to kill something. We could also maybe sneak out a win with For the Family and antagonize here at some point. Because this gives... Next turn it's going to give +4/+4. So we could be able to sneak a win here by playing Soloist. Now, this could also backfire. But let's see. Okay, that doesn't bother me much yet. If they just like remove Soloist and then attack with both, then we win. But they know we have some sort of trick, so they may not attack with both. Yep, they do. Alright. I did not want to see them pass with mana up. Okay, so we have the win, but they have something. If we go for like for the family on anything and then they bounce another thing, it only gives +2/+2. So I don't like that. So let's see if they have a response to this. Because if they like counter this or something, then we can antagonize one of our creatures and win. It also dealt it to any target, so we could have got them to 1. But still, going for a combat trick pre-combat into open mana is a disaster. Because then we just straight up lose, if that's the case. So I don't think we could have gone to face with that. All right, that should do it then, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And that, my friends, is why Witness Protection is still not a good card. Because without it, we would not have won. Nice little back and forth there in that game. Well, we have a 2-drop, and we have some early removal. So I think we're going to keep it here. Playing the green here so that if they play a 1-drop, our Daring Escape doesn't give us triggers. And if it does, then they could know what we have in hand. So that's the reason I did it like that. Red mana would be a great draw. I guess I could settle for that. No plays. Yeah, green mana. Alright, well I guess we're blitzing this, aren't we? I guess we're doing nothing. These are the games where decks like this really struggle because we don't really have much going on here. And now here come all the lands. Do we use Antagonize to save it? because it's our only threat on the board. I think we have to, because it's like our only creature. Like, what else are we doing? If we don't draw another creature, it does like stone cold nothing. Feels awful, but I mean, yeah. And we'll get a 1/1. I think they've got another Seraph that they're going to exile here. Nope, nope, nothing. Nothing. Alright, well, things are not looking great here. They got 4 cards in hand, played a 4/4 flyer. Back up to 10. We need a creature. Holy moly. Alright, go ahead. That's about it there. Draw your 8th land in the top 15 cards in an aggro deck you're going to lose. So, there's Quasar, drawing them more cards, gaining them more life. Jesus. Well, it's a creature. It's a good one, so we'll play it. Here comes some sort of protection. Metamorphosis, okay. Alright. Go ahead. They got a lot of lands too, but their cards are just better than ours, so. I guess this gets rid of Quasar if we sacrifice Exhibition Magician, but like, there's probably a lot of ways this can go wrong. Yeah. We'll still deal 2 to it though, because it's not killing anything else. So we can, this doesn't have lifelink, does it? No. So we can attack here safely. If they call this an eat with the regulator, if they eat the 1/1 with the regulator, then like, good for them. But we're basically, well, we are dead next turn. Interesting. So if we eat Quasar here, we're not dead because they have 6 in the air and we're going to be at 1. And if we eat the regulator, then either way we're dead 2 turns. So let's try this and see if this works. Got another one? Yeah, so that'll do it. So they'll draw a card and then they'll kill us with the other 6 next turn. So yeah, 9 lands ain't gonna do the trick. Pretty horrible hand here, so we'll keep it. Love a green next turn. That would go a long way. Can never get what you ask for. I guess we have to do Magician making a treasure. I'm going to save Strangle because I want to use this treasure for green. I think we need to use Glittermonger because we need to get these treasures down. So we're not blocking... Well, we could block Mayhem Patrol, theoretically, with Glittermonger plus Magician here. So for that reason, no attacks. And then let's pray this resolves because we need green pretty badly. And let's hope it survives. Now, if they attack with Mayhem Patrol... I don't know if I'm blocking. Okay, so they don't have a combat trick that can get through at least both of these. Alright, alright. These are things. We can make the treasure and play something now, but I kind of want to double spell next turn using the treasure. So I'm going to hold up Calling a Professional, and I guess we could kill the assassin. Is that worth it? I think I'm going to try to kill the assassin here. I don't want it trading for some of these more aggressive creatures that we have. So we're the one that's kind of on the defensive here, so we'll pass. Hold back Mayhem Patrol again. Alright, now we'll just trade with Magician. And if they go for a combat trick, we can call in a professional. Alright, here comes the combat trick. Alright, so now we're going to do this. Play Gala Greeters. And then we could blitz in Strong Arm, I guess. Let's put a counter on it, and then we'll put the counters here. Another one's pretty good. As long as this Glittermonger survives. And we do green. Okay, we got a green as well, so that's pretty good. So let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. We could play Socialite and Strong Arm this turn. We could also just Rocks Pummeler. I kind of want to play Socialite and Strong Arm. Seems pretty good. counter, and then blitz strong arm. I think we'll get a treasure. Put the counters, guess here. They go to 4. And then that's probably lethal next turn, considering we have now a Plasma Jockey and an Antagonize. And they did get mana screwed, so obviously that helps us a little bit, but so did we. But we had treasures and ways to get out of it. Yeah, this is very similar to the last game. I'm going to keep it because Glittermonger goes a long way in helping us get out of this, but we can just draw a red, remove an early creature, and then be able to stay in the game here. Our opponent is almost awake. Not quite all the way, but they're getting there, so we'll see if we can take advantage of that situation. Well, I guess we have to play Gaelic Raiders, don't we? The Backstreet Boys are holding us back. I think I'd actually rather a treasure token, considering we're pretty mana screwed right now. And if this Glittermonger dies, then we're going to be even more mana screwed. Alright, these Bruisers are getting close to being able to attack. And now they can. So that's not good. Okay, so Wrecking Crew kind of effectively holds everything back. And then we could strangle something, probably this, to make these not be able to attack anymore, using the treasure from Glittermonger. So let's strangle this. And then Wrecking Crew. Making another treasure, I think, with Gaelic Greeters. And no attacks. Okay. We could strangle that, but we do have a reach creature right now, so I don't know if we necessarily need to. Sizzling Soloist could be pretty good. Then we could also hold up Antagonize if we did that. So let's do Soloist here. I think we just need to keep creating treasures as long as we don't draw red. 1/1 counters on this is not really doing a whole lot. And then we will pass. And we do have Antagonize held up because of the treasure off of Glittermonger here. And that is a bad news. Don't even know what that does, but it can't be good. 2 shield counters. ETBs or attacks remove a shield counter. Draw a card, make a 1/1. Good God. Okay. Well, I guess we have to strong arm put it on this. It's like our only out here. And then if they kill this, I mean, yeah. Oh, that. Okay. So I guess you, what is this, can't block? Is that it? Target creature can't block this turn. Okay. I don't know how much more treasures we need, so we might just want to start trying to get this swole. Putting counters here, because that's what we have to do. We could use Strangle to get rid of a shield counter here, but if they remove this, Strangle and a shield counter on that's not doing a darn thing. So, this can't block. We still don't have good attacks, and we kind of do if we use Antagonize. But they're at 22, good gosh. No, I mean, go ahead. All they have to have is one removal spell, and we're pretty much out of this game because of this darn mythic rare here. And there's the removal spell. At least we can free it up next turn, so there's that. Good Jesus. Okay. Holy moly. That draw 5, discard 5? Okay. Oh, and they don't even have to remove the counter from this, so that's wonderful. Yeah, so they're going to draw 5, discard 5, and find an answer to this for next turn, so... This game was never going great as soon as they played 2 mythic rares that fly back-to-back, so... We got 1 counter, so at least there's that. Alright, pass to blockers. Can block here, we can eat this thing, we could use Antagonize to eat that thing. Or do we just take 3? No, we're taking 8 already, so like... Alright, so we're going to have to free up this turn or die. And even if we do free this up, we probably still die. Because we block here and they can connive 5 again. Just put me out of my misery, please. That's a good attack there. Probably gonna have to chump the Sanctuary Warden, I would think. Because if they discard 2 non-lands here, it'll be a 7/7. You know you're in a good spot when you can discard Inspiring Overseers. Oh, it's an 8/8 now, so now we definitely have to jump. I think this might be the best performing rare in the set, I think. I mean, that could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it is. Rare or mythic rare, I mean. I mean, it's a 6-mana 5/5 flyer that comes in with 2 shield counters. With upside. Like, come on. How do you beat that? Not a bad hand here. Would love to draw, like, forest into mountain into nothing but gas after that. But we're keeping this. Forest into mountain, question mark? Darn. Well, we're gonna do that. They're gonna kill something. need to draw a mountain, because right now we're only single spelling. Because we only have one mountain and all red cards in hand. And then we draw the worst draw we could have in forest. Alright, well we gotta play our creatures, so we'll do this and see if it dies. Still nothing, okay. Corrupt court official. Yeah, that's fine. Let's get rid of our combat trick here. More red cards. Here comes a combat trick of sorts. Oh, it's for you fake your own death. Alright, so we're gonna have to discard probably light 'em up. I think. And at this point we are just about out of gas. So that was fun, wasn't it? Yep, that'll do it. That'll just about do it. Card is ridiculous, so... It's like a Luminarch Aspirant on a stick. It's kind of what it is. Another card we can't cast. Don't have another fake your own death. Maybe we somehow get lucky enough to push through enough damage here. Because if we draw a land, we can push them down to 1 by playing Wrecking Crew and making their creature unable to block. Gonna get rid of Rock's Pummeler here when they play their court official. Now if they play 2 creatures, then that's not great for us. Land. Well, it's another card we can cast. Alright, they're at 1. Problem is we are very low on gas here. They could like triple spell here. There's a body dropper. Aye, okay. So a land wins it for us. Come on. There we go. Man, we just barely squeaked that out. I don't know how we won that, but I'll take it. Okay, so 2 drop into 4 drop, 5 drop. I mean, yeah, we'll keep it. Would love to draw a 3 drop here. That's kind of a removal spell, I guess. So we'll trade Antagonize for their Initiate here. There's Jewel Thief. Never good to see a Jewel Thief. Okay. So next turn we can go Magician, make a treasure, fight. Never mind. We can strong arm Blitz, but like becomes a 3/4 from this trigger. Let's make a treasure here, I think. And then we have to pass, because they dropped a chonker. That needs to die. Oh, it's got Blitz too, so don't even get a chance. Okay, so we have to take 8 now. We could block the Wrecking Crew, double block it. But this is eventually going to make this big enough. So I don't think we have to. So they did blitz the Jaxes, so we don't have to kill it. Let's do this. I think I'll put the counters here and then pump that. Now, we expose ourselves to removal quite a bit, but removal's never going to be good for us. If this can survive one turn here, that could be pretty good, holding up prize fight. That's not bad. Okay, okay. We'll need to stop drawing lands, that's for sure. Alright, let's try this. Hope they don't have a combat trick to blow us out here. Alright, that did work. Now we can get in with these two. They could trade Initiate for Strong Arm, but I think I'm okay with that. Alright, now it's up to the top of our deck. Don't feel like trading that for a Social Climber, so no thanks. No need to blitz that, I don't think. Put the counters here. Get the +1/+1 there, and then they're likely to trade one of these for Initiate here. I guess we could have attacked with Entourage too, make them take 8, and then be left with everything, but this seems okay as well. Having a 6/6 on board is good. It holds us back a little bit. Okay. Creature would have been really nice there, because that would have opened up an attack with a Social Climber. They're the full 5 colors here, aren't they? Okay. That's something. So I think we can give this to the Social Climber. Get it with everything. They have to block both Elegant Entourage and Social Climber, so they have to chump. Go to 2. That should probably do it. Man, they really did flood out though, so. GG's. Oh man, if we had traded just this for a green, this hand would be outstanding. But unfortunately, we can't risk that. And then we'll go ahead and risk this one, I guess. I mean, there's no guarantee we'll ever cast that, so we'll put it back. Well, got the red, so there's that. I guess we strangle this, so we don't take more. They do get a treasure, but they're always going to get a treasure. Next turn, Glittermonger, and then hope we just kind of rip gas off the top of the deck. Yeah, it's good. Aw. Alright, I see. Second time we had to play against Fight Rigging. We beat it once, somehow. But let's see if we can beat it twice. Okay, so we'll pump it to a 4/4. So we can strong arm, put the counters on itself, and then hold up for the family, and then trade with this, maybe? I mean, it's going to be a 5/5, possibly a 6, up to a 7/7. So we can theoretically trade with it. We have to 2-for-1 ourselves to do it. But I don't even know. So if they do all the pumping pre-combat, they can play their hideaway card, right? Yeah, they can like pump. And now it can get up to 8. Which is the magic number that we can't get up to. So we can't even block it anymore. Yes, they're going to do all that pre-combat so that they can play their hideaway card for free here. See what it is. That's a good one. And now we can't even block it because we can only get up to 1, 5, 6, 7. They can pop it up to 8, so take 7. Strangle's not bad here. Let's see if this works. It does not. So it is not great. Now for the family gives +4/+4. I don't know how much that's going to matter because we're just going to die first. Alright, so that can get up to be a 9/9. Now, any trick blows us out, but you know what? We're not winning a game where they have a combat trick. So right now, this is 6. And then we can save this. No, it would trade. And they would have to pump. We could just chump that, I guess. Alright. Show me your worst. I guess if they remove Magician, that's also horrible for us because now this only gives +2/+2. It'll be a 6/7, and then it'll still die. So if they have removal for Magician here, we're just dead. But again, like I said, there's not a lot we can do to really survive this. We have to hope that things go best for us. So we'll do this. Okay, so they're just going to trade with the strong arm. At least we burned their whole turn to do it. That is a thing. Go ahead. They do have 4 cards in hand. And an enchantment giving them value every turn, and we're down to top decking. And we haven't drawn a lot of lands yet, so I think our win percentage this game is probably sub 10%. But it's not 0. Pretty good on this board. Sometimes it's not great. Gonna put the counter on it probably, so we have to trade with Magician here. Guess we can do that. Strangle. Yep. Sounds about right. Here we go. You ready to end this draft on a couple of lands off the top? Didn't really matter. I mean, even if we drew a creature, it probably didn't matter. There's a Jewel Thief. And one more land. Very fitting way to end it, as we knew we probably would. But, you know, if you told me at the beginning of this, or at the end of this draft that I would go 4-3 with the deck, I'd say thanks. So, thanks so much for sticking around to the end of the video here today. On our end screen, you can check out the trophy decks that we have in the format so far, or yesterday's video in case you missed it. Thanks so much for tuning in. I will see you Monday for your daily draft.